ever wondered if life is different for dark-skinned people? Has the thought that their daily life is somehow more complicated and is basically an uphill battle ever crossed your mind?
India's colorist attitudes have not gone anywhere. Gendered colorism, in which dark-skinned women face particular discrimination, directs job and marriage prospects, and Indians continue to lighten their skin using a variety of creams, bleaches, and homemade products. Is there any way to remedy India's obsession with skin color?
समझ गए?
ये मेरा हाथ है और ये तुम्हारा।
ओह, हम दोनों में कोई मेल दिखता है?
काला किसको बोल रही है रे?
अगर आप भी इन मैडम की तरह गोरे और काले के बीच में फर्क करते हैं तो आप एक रेसिस्ट हैं।
People don't like dark-skinned people in our country. Forget others, my own parents. Like when I was born in the hospital, looking at me, their first reaction was, "Ayyo." They said it so loudly, half the hospital thought I was a girl. My mom spent more money on almond milk to rub on my skin and make it fairer than buffalo milk to feed me. I was just born dark. I grew up to be dark and malnourished.
Colorism, defined as prejudicial or preferential cure of same-race humans primarily based fully on their color, is a deeply rooted societal dilemma in India that continues to divide and discriminate to this day. Women are the worst victims of colorism. It cannot be denied that colorism has a terrible effect on all genders. However, ladies frequently sense greater compel to aspire to a fairer skin tone as they commonly experience greater pressurized to meet unrealistic societal requirements of beauty in order to impervious priced catches in the matrimonial market. This idea is regarded as gendered colorism. A common refrain in matrimonial advertisements scouting for doable brides is fair, tall, and slim. Conversely, attainable grooms are still proper if they are tall, dark, and handsome.
So men are supposed to be tall, dark, and handsome. So there are many dark guys who flaunt saying, I am tall, dark, and handsome. A woman cannot say that I am dark and beautiful because the society will laugh at you.
As I am in a marriageable age, so as we look into the profiles of different boys in the bureaus, there are some profiles where I have seen that first preference, looking for a fair, slim, good looking, working, and so on. So the first word over there, fair itself, I feel, okay, just because I am not fair, there itself I am disqualified.
Furthermore, a recent study has established that Indian mothers-in-law think about skin color as a high component while selecting their prospective daughters-in-law. The current Netflix series, Indian Matchmaking, displayed the identical unjust phenomena in a range of episodes.
Miss India!
Growing up, this was a constant visual in our living rooms. Every channel had the same color tone.
सिर्फ गोरी लड़की चाहिए.
If they were dark, they got fair.
In short, जो गोरा है, वो सुंदर है.
And well, supply followed.
Notably, India wasn't constantly by the unbridled colorism it propagates today. Ancient Indian texts, specifically the Mahabharata and Rig Veda, point out and celebrate dark-skinned heroes and heroines like Lord Krishna and Draupadi. These seeds of colorism were only nurtured further during the colonial invasion of India. Under British rule, the fair-skinned lords and viscounts preferred similarly lighter-skinned Indian candidates for important administrative jobs and positions. Amidst such practices and subtle brainwashing, the common Indian man too started idolizing white-toned skin as the epitome of all things beautiful and powerful.
इंडिया में जितने लोग उतने रंग, मगर फिर भी हम नहीं सुधरे।
तुम्हें ताने मारते हुए, धुतकारते हुए तुम्हें, हाँ, रंग का मजाक उड़ाते हुए
continue to portray the villains as dark-toned while the heroic protagonists are nearly constantly fair. Even positive Bollywood films that ostensibly aim to normalize darker skin tones like Bala fall prey to pretend wokeness by resorting to black-facing actors instead of casting actors with real dark skin. The Indian equity cream industry, which continues to ingrain a false relationship between fairness and loveliness into the minds of the Indian populace, is worth billions of bucks today. In a past that was once hailed as too little too late, Indian Fairness Cream Company, Fair and Lovely, these days rebranded itself as Glow and Lovely. The name might be different, however, the associated connotations of the fair being stunning continue to shine through.
More than $400 million worth of skin whitening products is sold each year in India alone.
8 out of 10 women in Nigeria use skin lightening products, the world's highest percentage.
Skin lightening market in Asia Pacific alone is valued at over $13 billion.
Nowadays, market is flooded with lot of fairness creams, which they claim that will improve their skin tone 2 to 3 shades lighter. But it is not true. Our Indian skin type, actually there are total 6 skin types from 1 to 6. Indian skin type starts from 4, 5, 6. So we can't change the basic color of your skin. The skin color is determined by genes.
Recently, Suhana Khan, Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan's 20-year-old daughter, questioned this very obsession in an Instagram post that called for an end to the rampant colorism in India. Chronicled her personal experiences of being trolled for her brown skin tone. Many actresses who allegedly went in for skin lightening treatment are: Kajol came under the scanner when rumors of her sudden fair skin started through the rounds. The actress has of late been making heads turn with her fair skin. Speculation is rife that Kajol has undergone a skin whitening treatment. One may remember Kajol from her earlier films like Bazigar, where one can see her skin tone. In later films like My Name is Khan and Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Kajol's skin color lightened for the screen claimed these rumors, and many legend celebs like Rekha, Sri Devi and Hema Malini. These women's transformation is a bizarre to all the common people.
Do you know these pageant competitions, Miss World and everything? This craze, especially among adolescent girls for color, for being fair, started with few of our women winning the Miss World and Miss Universe pageant. And then when it started that, fair is beautiful and dark is not so nice. And it was inbred like passively. And it's so sad that even though the British people have left us quite some years ago, we still have this craze for white color.
Additionally, there are lots of advertisements prevailing in the country since many years, which give preference to the fair skin only. For years, skin lightening creams and other products have shown people, mostly women with dark skin, as having problems when it comes to finding jobs, getting married, and generally being accepted by society. The makers of these ads include behemoths like Hindustan Unilever, Johnson & Johnson, and P&G. Also, many campaigns were launched against racist advertisements by Fair & Lovely, Fair & Handsome, Garnier, Neutrogena, etc. Actress Nandita Das, who is often referred to as dark in magazines and newspapers, is actively involved in the campaign Dark is Beautiful. Still, Indian women somewhere is attached to the use of fairness cream in their day-to-day life.
I was told both explicitly and more subtly that dark skin was unattractive. Relatives and friends would provide me with skin bleaching creams, tell me to stay out of the sun, and just give me any multitude of home remedies to correct the brownness of my skin. When it was time to go out or take pictures, I would be offered foundations and powders that didn't match my skin tone in an attempt to mask my darkness. Yet because of these pressures, my own face never fit my idea of what it is to be beautiful.
Not only have the stars of Bollywood unethically endorsed fairness creams and soaps and whatnot, but they have also promoted the preference of fair skin in films. To be precise, we can say that Gora Rang and Gori Ladkiyan are the top preferences of music composers when it comes to writing songs for big budget films. We bet we are not even scratching our heads over this because we can name a handful of songs with reference to a women's fairness without even thinking.
Every single girl has suffered with having low self-esteem.
I always settled in for chalo jo bhi milta hai le lenge sort of a space because I thought yeah, probably that's where I am meant to be.
I still feel like I'm not good enough compared to other girls out there, you know.
What I did, it didn't measure to be good enough, or somehow I didn't deserve to feel or achieve something in my life.
This is why we need more initiatives like Dark is Divine and #Unfair and Lovely to challenge the norm. Dark skin is just as normal and beautiful, and it's high time we as a society shun this regressive mindset and begin to appreciate and embrace it.
टाइम आ गया है
रंग मंग को छोड़ने का,
नीचा किसी को न दिखाने का,
कोई और करे तो उसको भी बोलने का,
हर रंग को सेलिब्रेट करने का, क्योंकि
India's got color.